We're getting ready for the celebration of Purim. We're packing all the shalach manas, special boxes for delivery to all the members of the community. I wish everyone a happy Purim. Purim is about Haman trying to annihilate and destroy the Jewish people. And indeed, Haman sought to kill every single Jew, men, women, and children. Why? Because Mordechai refused to bow down to him. And the question is, why would he not want to just kill Mordechai? Why would he want to kill every single Jew if Mordechai was the one who refused to bow down to him, while all the other Jews were bowing down to Haman? And the answer is, unfortunately, one that we've known throughout history, that the enemies of the Jewish people don't distinguish between one Jew and another. They see us all as one nation. Indeed, during the Holocaust, all Jews were sent to their death by Hitler, Yimach Shemo. Hitler didn't care if you were Orthodox, conservative, Reform, you believed in God, didn't believe in God, whether you adhered to Judaism, didn't adhere to it. If you were a Jew, he wanted you killed, annihilated. Even an infant baby, child, was sent to the gas chambers. Where did Hitler learn that from? He learned that from Haman. Haman said, it's not just a Jew like Mordechai who won't bow down to me because of his religious convictions. I want to kill all Jews. This past Saturday night, we saw how anti-Semitism is still in the mainstream. As a comic on Saturday Night Live disparaged Jews and Israel in the ears and the eyes of millions and millions of viewers. We as a Jewish people have to learn from those who hate us, that just like those who hate us don't distinguish between one Jew and another, they hate us all equally, so too we have to counteract that with love towards one another and never distinguish between one Jew and another. We have to love every single Jew unconditionally and seek out every single Jew with love, just like our enemies sought us out throughout history with hatred and evil. However, on the holiday of Purim, we generate love amongst each other by giving gift baskets to one another and by giving charity to one another. But in addition to that, we try to bring about a world in which there will be love and kindness, and hatred will be eradicated from the face of the earth. There was a beautiful story in Israel just last week where there was this religious Jew who was in a hospital in Afula, and due to COVID, family could not come and visit, and the religious Jew was dying, and they finally called the family and they said, "Come quickly, your father is dying." The family raced to the hospital, but unfortunately, the doctors and the nurses saw that they would not make it in time. There was a Muslim nurse who was tending to this religious Jew, and this religious Jew had his tefillin and talis and his prayer book, his siddur, next to his bed. And so the Muslim doctor went over to the bedside, opened up the prayer book, turned to the Shema, and recited the Shema in the ears of this dying religious Jewish patient. When the family arrived, their father had already passed away. But this doctor said, "I don't know if it was okay what I did, but I knew you wouldn't make it in time, so I said the Shema with your father." And his children and his daughter began to cry. And they said, "We're so grateful for what you did. How did you know about the Shema?" And the Muslim doctor said, "Well, I learned and studied at Ben Gurion University, and I took a few courses of Judaism, and I knew that there was a very holy prayer that Jews say before they die called the Shema. So I opened up his prayer book and said the Shema prayer with him." This is an example of kindness, of love and peace that will be generated when man learns to respect one another and tolerate our differences and respect our different religions. Purim is the day that we wear masks. But the message of the masks is that our external appearance is only a concealment of our true identity. Every human being is a part of God. And when we reveal our true essence and we become one with one another, then we'll experience the joy of Purim, not just one day a year, but all year round. Have a happy Purim, and I look forward to seeing everyone tonight for our big celebration of Purim under the stars and the reading of the Megillah. Chag Sameach.